Hi, everybody. Welcome to Better Together. This is Ryan, and he's going to tell the secret of what's going to happen on the show today, and I'm out.
I'm just here to let everybody know before the show begins that there is a buzzword for this episode. And I'm really sorry in advance. You'll hear it a lot. The buzzword is...
Don't apologize for our words! I heard a fucking apology. Fuck you.
The buzzword is fuck. And every time someone says the word, we encourage you to drink. So
literally get buzzed.
Exactly. Literally get buzzed. That's Elizabeth. Anyway, enjoy the show.
We're better together with Ann and Heather.
Today we welcome two friends that are better together into our tribe. Brandi Glanville, mother of two, actress, model, entrepreneur, author of Drinking and Tweeting and Drinking and Dating. She's the host of the popular podcast Unfiltered. And you may know her from the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. And she's joined with her better Kristen Taekman, mother of two, an entrepreneur, a blogger, a model who has been featured on magazine covers around the world. She's the founder of the fashion wellness lifestyle blog, Last Night's Look, which was inspired by her looks as a Real Housewife of New York City.
Yes.
Welcome, ladies.
Welcome.
You make it sound so fabulous.
I was going to say, after all that, we're humbled. We are the humble Ann and
I said, Ann, you should write a book called Drinking and Texting.
with
Or maybe it's just an email I should send you.
I do that too, Anne. Trust me. My text, no one knows what I'm saying because I'm drunk and I'm using the microphone.
Oh,
so it's like
trust
the worst.
the voice record when I've reread some of them
Yes.
are just.
I like when they come up with things like I look later or something and I send and then I put on my glasses and it's like dirty balls were in the sink yesterday and I'm like,
Oh yeah,
all the time.
insane. Yeah,
always
Not
dirty.
good.
It always ends up dirty. It must have a dirty little mind in there. How are you
I said
guys?
something about murdering someone, and it was actually really offensive. And I was like, I was using the microphone, and thank God it was a good friend, or I could have been canceled.
Can I tell you? It's just my spelling. I don't even know how to use the voice thing. I just spell things like horribly.
The dork
We
in
went
me
to
can't
high school.
let it go. The dork in me can't let it go when I say like T-O, and I'm like, don't do it, Heather. Don't do it. And of course, I do it with a little asterisk, like T-O-O.
I know. I mean, she's too proper, gals. I mean, she pretends to.
Anne's going to be on All Rise again. And one of the directors or something texted me because he was meeting you yesterday. And he's like, I really hope I don't kiss her. And I'm like, oh, I speak this language. I know what you mean. You meant to say, I hope I don't miss her.
Oh my gosh, that's funny. I've definitely done that before.
Anyway, phone sexual harassment.
Well, Kristen, welcome to LA.
Welcome, Kristen.
Right? Did you?
Thank you.
You transplanted for COVID or permanently, or what's the story?
COVID. So basically, in a nutshell, I've lived here before. So my son was born here. We were down in Venice, Santa Monica. We started our relationship in New York, moved to LA for 5 years. We were back in New York for 10.
It was horrible for me. Except whenever I went to New York, I got to hang out with Chris. So it was like, that was the one good thing. It's like, it's hard when you don't know anyone there.
Yeah, no, exactly. So, I mean, it was the right time to move. My husband has wanted to move back for a while. And I think we all just needed that nudge. It's about being with close friends and family. I think, we've all come full circle this year, and it's like, you really realize what's important, and that's most important. That and good weather and
good wine.
Well, cheers to
that. I don't know what you consider good weather. It's raining right now surrounding us.
Cheers to that.
Cheers.
And we're stealing
cheers,
a little. We're stealing a little something from Andy Cohen on our show today. Ryan has picked the word for our drinking game, and we don't know what it is. Just like, and so every time we say the word that you all know listening that we don't,
so
have a drink.
So what we're none of the four of us know. But but Ryan, you've chosen a word. Oh my God.
I guarantee you it's fuck. I literally know Ryan very well. And he's like one of my besties. It's gotta be fuck. I know it.
I actually said to him, if you make it fuck, we're going to drink a lot. Fuck. Oh, God. I'm afraid it's fuck.
Oh my God. It's like when little boys are like saying something and they're 3 and they say the word butt, like, oh my God, she's got a butt. That's like us. We're like, oh fuck.
We're cackling hens, but it is fun. I mean, I love the word personally. I use it a lot.
Way too much.
We use it
Kristen's
way too much.
way more proper than I am.
Not really, not anymore. That's for sure.
Oh, have your manners gone down the tubes?
Sorry, honey.
Have your manners gone down the tubes? You said you're not.
I think as your kids get older too, you're like, oh, you just stuff comes out, and then you're like, well, you can't say that, right? Right.
I was a big believer in telling my kids that when you're a grown up and you know all the words, you can choose your own words. Until then, you can't say these words.
Right.
That's a good one.
And it worked. My kids, they didn't cuss.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. It's hard to not talk over because of the jumping around. But my kids, they take after their mom because I hear them on their headphones playing video games going, fucking asshole, fuck. And I'm like, you guys, I can hear you.
Yeah, it's great.
But, I just give up. As long as they don't say it in front of me, I'm fine with it. Be respectful. Know your audience, little fucks.
Yeah. Know your audience. That's big. If you're ever saying it in front of another parent.
Know your audience. Yeah. Atlas just turned 12 years old, and I'm saying just like my little boy just turned 12, and he got a game room for Christmas. Okay. And the whole thing was that he kept saying to me,
spoiled.
It's so spoiled.
Game room for Christmas.
By the way, it is. He orders his own table, his computer. It's right. No, he forget the bike.
P.S. We're there. My son's 12, and we just got the whole, I don't even know. There's that block thing that they have.
The PlayStation 3?
No, it's like a whole, he has a whole setup, I'm assuming, right?
Oh my God. I mean, it was Christmas. Yes. I mean, it's unbelievable how spectacular he understands this whole world, and he's in he's a very sweet boy, so kind, so nice. Cut to, you little bitch, I'm like, what the literal fuck is going on downstairs? And he's having a battle war with his 5 friends. I'm like, I just actually made a military leader out of this boy. Is that what is happening to these kids? All they want to do is kill.
Yep.
That's it. I mean, I don't even get it. Like, I was watching Jake play. I'm like, he's like, go to the strip bar. He's 13. And it was like some game where like he was like killing. I'm like, why did you kill that person? He's like, because I can. And I'm like, this is, I had to stop watching. I think it was, what's that game? I don't know, but you guys know, like there's strip bars in the game. There's all these things. And my eldest son, he's 17. He is like he's like a human Xanax. He literally, Jake and I go to war and he breaks it up. And I'll hear him downstairs saying, fuck you this, that. And I'm like, oh my God, he's a true Gemini because he's the sweetest kid with me. And then he's a terrorist downstairs.
Yes. Have your kids been, do you think that they've gone on to the deep dive into the militia and they're never going to come out of it? Is the COVID ever going to end, or are they just going to come up and be on warships? Like literally.
I have a solution.
Yes,
this is
please.
a huge deal
God,
for my family. The solution is, are you ready?
Here. Yes.
We are sending cash to summer camp. I haven't even told you this yet, for 30 days this summer.
That's only a month.
No, but it's huge. Here's what I'm trying. This is what I'm getting at. 30 days in New Hampshire, no electronics, no phone, no nothing. In the woods for 30 days. It's
I would have survived that.
I know, right? No, it's going to be like a full, listen, I'm having anxiety about it, but he needs it. And it's going to be our detox.
Wait, now how old is he?
He's 12. He'll be 13 in June.
I did that with my daughter at around that age. She went to Orcas Island and it was the same thing. It was, and she came back a little bit different. But it didn't last. But it like you noticed,
like different in a good way. That's what I'm scared of.
Because no, in a good way. In a good way.
Mason went for 6 weeks and he wasn't even allowed to use his phone. And I was mailing the letters that I had to write to the wrong address.
That was such a pain in the ass, wasn't it?
You didn't reach out once. I was like, I think your dad did that on purpose.
Oh my God.
I was actually mailing letters constantly, but he did come back and definitely like got to second base with someone.
Yeah, I think they need that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a whole nother podcast. But maybe it's this one. I don't know.
It's this one right here. We're going to talk about it. If I ever even mentioned to Atlas that I was going to send him away to something called camp, I would get my own fingers in the mail. Like it would be like he would chomp off my and threaten me. I would end up in the dumpster before he would ever allow it. So I'm first of all
he's an only child. That's because you spoil him.
No, I have 2. Unfortunately, I don't have that excuse, and I would love it though. I do have 2. I have a 17-year-old human Xanax as well.
He's actually 18.
No, No, he's 19.
He's 19. I was going to say,
19.
wait,
Mine is 19. Mine is 19. Oh my goodness sakes.
He's at Tulane. He's a freshman.
So you all haven't experienced the empty nest syndrome.
The what?
The empty nest syndrome, which I've just learned is a real thing of having my first born son named Homer went to college this year. And
wow.
And it is
Mine just got accepted to a few colleges here. Yeah, it's exciting, but he really wants to leave LA. And I'm like, you got into this great colleges and you could be my mama. And he wants to go with his friends, like to Northern California, like to party.
Yeah, well, of course.
Well, at least it's Northern California. It's not a plane ride.
I grew up there. It's a shithole.
But still,
no.
Well, did you want to take a break?
Yeah, we're going to take a quick break.
And when we come up with these two lovely ladies and talk about,
we're going to have to talk housewives at some point since we got two of them.
How about that?
Yeah. Okay.
Cheers.
And we're back.
Oh my God. Hey, what did we do? I went to the bathroom.
Yeah.
I got a pedicure. It's crazy.
We get a lot accomplished in a minute.
Well, can we talk a little bit about the Housewives? I watched the Housewives, not all franchises, but I have watched both of yours. And I want to talk about Anne, first of all, doesn't know anything about this. She has no idea.
No, Anne, what she really wants to say, you guys, truly, is Anne doesn't know anything
about any pop culture. But actually, what do you think she would be like on the Housewives? She would be hysterical.
I would be fine.
I think she would be
best.
Best. Oh, for sure. I think she would fucking kick ass.
Well,
and then everyone would say she's drunk or she's high or she's crazy.
Yeah.
That's what they said about me all the time. I got all of the craziness. And I mean, you would be like amazing entertainment.
Yeah. No. You only think that. I want to know what the biggest challenge of being a housewife is.
Ooh.
And very few of them are housewives, by the way. Nobody really mentions that there's
it's a title. I understand. Okay. I do realize that the franchise is just a word.
I think the biggest challenge is that it's really reality, and people don't realize that. People the first question we always get is it real? Is it scripted? Real? And it's like people don't understand it. If it was scripted, it would actually be so much easier. It's like people don't understand that. I think Brandi's really good at it because she is super off the cuff and witty and funny. I don't think I was as good at it because I don't know. I'm not.
You're good. She's not confrontational. She doesn't like to fight. And if I was with Kristen in New York, I would fucking murder those bitches.
Yeah.
But we're just complete opposites when it comes to I'm very confrontational. If something's bugging me, I'm going to go and I'm going to what the fuck are you doing? Yeah. Where she's like, oh my God, these ladies are mean to me.
Yeah. I would sit back and think about it more. I wouldn't, I think you need 3 seasons to really get your mojo. You discover you learn the ropes and you learn to know the women. Then your second season, you're really getting the hang of it. By your third season, it's that pound, you really know what you're doing and you're integrated into the group. And that's where I think that's where people start to excel in that whole, the reality TV thing.
They all just hated Kristen because she's younger and she's prettier. And they were just literally mean to her, would have a conversation and make a circle and not allow her to talk. She would try to get in the circle and they held their little middle-aged circle. I mean, she's middle-aged too, but she's not keeping it together.
Yeah, it's not that bad, but it
was bad.
Well, it is what it is. It's a whatever. Yeah.
It's a middle-aged menopausal gang.
Especially New York. That's the difference. New York is a whole different.
Yeah. Beverly Hills was hard for me. I was getting jumped into a very fancy. They're all very fancy and stuck up. And I'm I grew up poor. I did have money when I was married.
Ish.
Yeah.
You were married-ish or had money-ish? Did you? Well, which ish?
Women are just mean to new girls in general that go on those shows. People, that's their territory.
But my question is because you say it's reality and it's not scripted. And I just wonder if some people are more real and other people are mean because they know that it gets them more airtime or gets them part of a story. And it seems to me that would be transparent to you guys. When you're in it, you're really, you're yelling at me about this.
Yeah.
And
so I think it's transparent when you're in it, but I think to the viewer, it would never be transparent. Well, I've got a question. Go ahead.
Because as a viewer, I have my idea of who is actually nightmares on the show that I see as the viewer. And I'm curious. I know that you're not on these franchises that I'll mention all of them, but you may know, like, for example, in my mind, I think that Kenya seems like a fucking nightmare. I think Ramona.
She's the devil.
Okay, so that's true. Okay,
the devil.
You just look. You're just like, are you kidding me? On the last episode,
You're such a fan. You're such a geek.
Shut up. They had an episode where they were throwing a bachelorette party for somebody who I actually think is cool, Cynthia. Am I right about that?
I love Cynthia.
This is the contest we wanted to do.
So I'm 1 for 1. This is our contest. Does Heather really know the Housewives?
You're actually
Okay.
2 for 2. You said 2 different names.
They had a bachelorette party and the girls had fun. And then the next day, Kenya, this woman, the host of it, just roasted them and like did a full blown investigation and was calling them out on what happened. You know, and you're on camera to say somebody
but
was.
But they weren't. Like, that's the thing. They took all of the cameras, covered them. They had this lovely stripper, because I just had Cynthia on my podcast, so I got kind of to the bottom of it. And, they really did not think that there were any cameras filming, but they had the outside cameras. And so there were sounds and some little things that were on TV that weren't supposed to be. So they kind of got fucked by their producers.
I didn't see it. I didn't see that one.
Yeah, no, it was good.
Bad.
I mean, it was so, I wanted to be there. It was so fun. And it was just Kenya. I worked with her on Celebrity Apprentice. Oh, and we were bitter.
I forgot you did that show.
I had my first panic attack from her.
You guys,
she is devil.
Can I ask you a question based on Heather's questions? How many hours of Desperate Housewives do you think Heather has watched?
It's not even the name of the show, dude.
What?
Can I tell you?
It should be.
Let's just go with
it's not Desperate Housewives.
We got it.
Okay.
I know. That was Heather's confirmation that Ann knows absolutely nothing.
Pleasure.
The Real Housewives. The Real Housewives.
We're all desperate on the show.
The Real Housewives.
Okay,
I know what it is.
Let me go through my others that I suspect are nightmare. I think Ramona's probably a nightmare.
Nightmare. Oh, don't even get this one started.
It's not my fault. So she asked me to take Ramona out to dinner in Los Angeles.
Yeah. Oh, it was like, this is a whole different. Oh my God. Where do we even start with this one? Ramona just gets divorced. I'm on the show.
Right.
She's like, hey, I really want to have a good time in LA. Can Brandi take me out? And at the time I was like on good terms with her. I was going to do another season. I was like, Brandi, please take her out. Brandi's like, no. I'm like, please, you'll make my life so much better. Like on the show next season, right? Like show her a good time.
Yeah. Oh my God. It went to shit. Like I had 2 of my girlfriends with me. They're like, one of them was like a big producer, but they're just like normal, like everyone. You would look at them and not know that they have like 3 movies up for Oscars. Yeah. But who cares? Yeah. You don't treat people poorly. This woman came in and she's so rude.
Yeah, it's
to
crazy.
my 2 friends that like literally own fucking Hollywood, and the waiter. And to me, I was mortified. And then we went to Soho House because she had never been there. And we literally pretended to leave in a cab and went back after she left. But she was the worst human being I've ever met in my life.
Yeah.
Well, and she's also
exactly what she's like on the show.
100%. That's not an act. I mean, she's been on it from day one exactly like that. You know what? And the proof is in the pudding with where she's turned up.
Yeah. Thanks, Chris.
Wait, where did she turn out? I want to know. Where did she turn out?
No, she's still there as far as I know.
Oh, really?
But she's also saying like the turns that her life has taken.
She's alone.
Yeah.
And,
I see. She's had some unfortunate circumstances happen.
Well, she thinks she's fabulous. And that's one of the things that just when I see her, she's like, who would know that I'm 60, however the hell old she is. She's like, can you believe
everyone knows.
You look
really?
60 something. I don't know who you think you look like. And so that freaks me out for my own self. Like, cause I'll look at them like, I don't really look like I'm in my later 40s. Do I? And then I think of Ramona and I'm like, she thinks
I have to say she has good skin and she looks good. I'm not saying that she doesn't look good, but she just really believes that she's 25
and looks like Cindy Crawford or I don't know who, but it's crazy. And you know what? During quarantine, I'm just throwing this in there now. I mean, did you hear that whole thing? There was like some TikTok thing where she called her. She is
too fucking old to be on TikTok.
No, she was on TikTok with her daughter during the lockdown, and there was this Real Housewives thing. I don't know if you probably saw that, where it was like you clicked on or no,
I didn't see it.
No.
I didn't see it. I don't
it was like,
follow them on the gram.
And my face came up and her daughter said, "Who's that?" And Ramona said, "Oh, that's a nobody."
Oh my God, you gotta not.
She's such a cunt.
And do I care? No, but it's like, do you rate? Like,
You're talking
no,
about
but no. That just goes to show you about her personality.
Yes,
like, first of all, I'm not on the show anymore. There's no ill will, but you don't go like, that's just the worst example ever to set for your daughter. She's a nobody. It's like, come on, Ramona.
Well,
like, that's just
it just shows her true colors, really.
Okay, so
stop with the women supporting women bit, because that's bullshit.
All right, so I had 3 that I thought were cool and 3 that I thought were nightmares. So I'm two for nightmares.
Don't try math.
Shut up. And
I won't try pop culture.
Cynthia
you don't
was
try
on
math.
my list of cool. The other one that was on my list of cool was Heather, that's on your New York. She seems
amazing,
super cool.
So cool.
And Gina from OC, which I can barely watch. She seems cool. And then the other one that's got to be a nightmare is that Teresa from Atlanta. And that Atlanta is just, Jersey.
Jersey.
I have to say, Teresa's
Like you're a
very
coach.
cool, and I get along with her very well.
Damn.
And she's a really good. So she went to jail for signing papers that her husband put in front of her.
I just don't understand.
And she didn't even cry about it.
I know.
Like, she's a gangster bitch.
Yeah, no, for real.
Okay,
She
so
owns
I
up.
got that
And
one
I
wrong.
think it's amazing. Like, dating, like, I wish her all the best.
No,
right?
I do.
Like, she's got the best years of her life to come.
Do you guys think that Heather should sign me up for a dating app and then watch it progress
this
on
is an
our
idea
podcast?
I have.
Yes, we should all do it together.
Wait,
you and I
Brandi-
should do it together, Anne.
Brandi,
'Cause I honestly, when I offered you a threesome, I did not realize that was your boyfriend. I thought
Ex-boyfriend.
you guys were just pals.
No, that was her ex-boyfriend who showed up in the middle of the interview.
So at this moment,
They
it
were
would have to
broken
be
up when he showed up, and he just came through the door, and we're like, what the fuck is he doing here?
It would have to be a twosome, Brandi.
And he is hot, and she is hot. I was like, I would have a threesome with you guys. And then Ryan's like, that's her boyfriend. I'm
It
like,
would, it would
my
just
God,
be
I'm
me,
an
Brandi.
asshole.
That would be all that you would get right now, sweetie. All you would get would be me. You know, now I don't think it's a bad idea to have Brandi and me both go on. But now, Kristen, are you?
She's
are
married.
You just beautifully married, and you have beautiful children. And I'm going to imitate Alec Baldwin, and you just have everything
Let's be
gorgeous,
honest,
and
her
you have
marriage
everything
is
right
like,
in your
you've been
life.
married for 20 years?
In 19, going on 19.
That
We
right
all
there is
know that
congratulations.
it's like in itself a
Congratulations.
huge thing. I mean, like, I don't know that many people. I was married for 8, together for 13, but people don't stay together as long as her. And I feel like it's because you guys are great partners and friends.
100%.
Like, we talked about this at dinner the other night. We were just like, they kind of like, they work so well together as a team, because Kristen likes to go on vacations by herself. Like, she just got back from Hawaii. She went alone.
Oh my God, I
we
love
have
that
our
more than
own
anything.
Separate lives, if that makes
Yeah.
sense, but like in a really
Yes.
good way. You know, like we do our own things and we come together. It's nice. I
So
think
you're
that's
teetering
the
on divorce.
key to
Well, I
success.
remember when you were on the house in New York, your husband worked a lot, and I was in that situation when I was married, that he just was never there. And it's more of a problem when the kids are really little, is when you really feel that. Would you agree?
Yeah.
Wait, I want to know how you get away with taking a vacation by yourself. I need to rewind
You
from
can
your
take a
husband
vacation by yourself
and from your
anytime
kids.
you want.
No, I like going on vacation. I've just never met another woman who says this kind of stuff. So how do you get out of the house from the husband and the kids to go by yourself?
I have to say, honestly, Josh is like the most supportive person. Like, he's just like, go have a great time. I mean, like, I think it's just so much time goes by. Here's the thing. I like to do it and have one parent. I can relax more, even though my kids are 9 and 12. I can really fully relax when dad is home.
Right.
Like, next week, we're going away as well. I haven't told you yet.
All they do is fucking party and travel.
That
I'm
just
not
sounds like a
joking.
life.
I'm like, where are you this week? She's like, oh, I went to Dubai. I'm like, what the actual fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
I mean, I traveled a ton for my blog quarantine and pre 2020.
Yeah.
So, I feel more relaxed when dad's home and he can kind of take care of everything.
You just like your husband to be like your bitch. That's
No, but then I gotta be
doesn't?
his bitch too, right? Yeah.
See,
But I also think, sorry, that we just been together so long, and that's just how it's been from the beginning.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people try and change it in the middle or at the end, and that's the issue.
Right.
But yeah.
See, we would come up with a fake job. We'd be like, we got to go. I know we would. We'd just be like, yeah, we've got, we're shooting
So
something.
they got to get out of
and
here.
The shooting
Better
something would
Together
be
is
like
calling.
something like on Instagram.
There's an ambulance is coming. They got to get there. They got to get to Seattle right now. They're coming in. The helicopter is coming in to get Ann and Heather to go to bed together. And we gotta move, kids. We gotta get out. Stat pronto.
I couldn't possibly do that. We're shooting.
I could, like, when I was married, I couldn't go.
You couldn't
anywhere. Like, I had a very Cuban Latino even for your bachelorette party.
I was just thinking that bachelorette party 3 days. Brandi can only go one night.
Yeah.
She went hard.
I had one of those cages.
And we got photos, and I talked her out of having an affair with an Elvis impersonator. She was about to ruin her life.
My God.
It wasn't an affair because it wasn't married yet.
No, yes, but you were gonna ruin your marriage. She was literally leaving.
Oh yeah,
they were
for an Elvis impersonator.
Almost.
Yeah,
we have a mutual friend who actually went home with an Elvis impersonator, and when she did the walk of shame,
oh my gosh, she just told me he died. How do you know he died?
Because I'll tell you.
Oh my gosh,
You stayed in touch with the Elvis impersonator. We've got so many Elvis stories going on right now. Everybody, stay tuned.
So our mutual friend, I'm not going to say her name because I don't want to embarrass her, but she
Margot.
No, but close.
Jane.
No. So
Madison.
She went home with an Elvis impersonator because she was wasted. And then she calls me the next morning in like a whisper. And she's like, you've got to get me out. This was pre-Uber, you know? You've got to get me out of here.
It's probably the same guy. I'm not gonna lie.
Is he dead?
I don't know.
Elvis is dead.
We wouldn't know.
It's probably the same guy.
Elvis has left the building, guys.
She said that in his closet,
her marriage.
his closet was just, she was freaked out because when she woke up and saw his closet, it was just nothing but like Elvis clothes. And so she like, I see her, she's like running down the street with like her heels, like it's a total like run of shame. And then the worst part of it all was she left earrings on his nightstand that are like family heirlooms.
What?
And we had to go back. I went back and like claimed that I was like her, you know, assistant or something, like made some bullshit story and he lived in the valley.
Did you ask him to sing for you? Oh, but why is Homer coming? Okay, here's what's funny, guys. My teenage son is home from college.
We'll take a quick break and
we're
be
going
right
to take a quick break. I do need to take a quick break.
We're just going to give him a quick hug.
My son, you guys, first of all, Homer H is my firstborn, and he came home this weekend because he was so we didn't even know the word, and it was called homesick. We hadn't experienced it before.
I miss the hell out of him.
Oh my goodness. And he told me that he was flying in. So his birthday was just last week. He's 19 years old. He's going to Tulane. And as he would say for himself, he did not get in just on his grades alone. I mean, this kid.
Oh, wait, did you bribe?
I was going to say, what do you mean? Did you, what's her face it?
Oh, what?
No, she did.
No.
She doesn't know what we're talking about.
No. Oh, I remember, like I bought off Tulane. If I had that kind of money, I would actually.
No, you wouldn't. Did you Lori Loughlin it? Because that's
no. Homer is one of the most brilliant-minded, calm, understanders, organizers. He and Heather literally together saved my life. But his ability to manage a room, to manage people, to manage an understanding of what's complicated and put in so much goodness into it that you just can't help but want him around. You're like, how did this kid get that brain? So, you know, he 100% got himself into college. That's so funny, as if I could have moved a mountain at all. And by the way, he said before he applied for school, I don't know why I'm going off on this, but because I just saw him, it makes me so happy. Before he applied to school, he said, so we're like reading his essay, right? And he goes, you know, Mom, before this year, you were a benefit. Now you are a detriment. Because
wait, why? Because of Dancing with the Stars?
No. So it was last year that he was applying. So famous, you know, kids of famous actresses. It was the year after all that happened.
So true.
So he's like, you used to be of help to me, but now all of the colleges are going like, he used to be able to say like, yeah, man, he's just like son, whatever. He probably would never bring it up. I mean, the kid didn't even know I was an actress until somebody told him that his mom worked with Han Solo, and he was like, well, you worked with Han Solo, but he is so he's so wonderful at maneuvering himself through situations. That's
sweet.
That's why he got you Tulane. But he misses us so much, and I think that was that's a big surprise. So you have a kid. I'm sorry, Brandi. I went on my but I love for my son.
No, don't ever be sorry talking about your kid, because
I get the hell out of him too. It's like when you said he was
I just love him. It's like
no, they're the sweetest. Like when I'm doing my podcast and Mason or Jake walks by, more Mason than Jake, because Jake and I are bitter enemies, and I love him. He's a dick.
Is Jake the 17-year-old?
This is the dick is the almost 14-year-old. We just we like.
He's
I don't know. He reminds me of myself. Like he's ready to fight.
Yeah.
And then Mason has to break it up. My 17-year-old.
Oh, Mason is the one who's living Xanax.
So that's your version of a girl. Like I have a. Do you have a girl and a boy? Kristen?
Yeah.
So
you have one of each.
Yeah. And so, my daughter is a lot like me. And my son, I call, like I was telling a story to somebody the other day, and I'm like, well, yeah, Beanie always gets mad thinking that I, give Henry special treatment. Or no, what I said was she gets mad because I give my little Precious special treatment. And they're like, well, maybe because you call him.
Yeah, maybe that's part of it.
Precious.
So I love it, Brandi, because you have favorites. No, you don't have favorites.
No, we don't have favorites.
No, I do. I literally do.
I would say.
Favorite kid of the day. We have a favorite kid of the day every day.
You can win every day.
I get along much more easily with Mason because he's not combative and he just deals with my crazy. Because I'll like be nuts and he'll laugh at it. He thinks it's hilarious because I have the worst road rage. Where Jake is just like, "Why are you doing that?" And I'm like, "Because I'm fucking driving."
Yeah, right.
It's just like that's what I mean.
Where do you get the most? Do you think you're the most outrageous when you're like? Is that where you let it unleash when you're in a car? Or like, where do you let your emotions go wild, girls? Where do you let it go?
I think she does on Twitter, right?
That's fun. It used to be fun. I would get in Twitter wars with everyone. And I was just like, my whole answer was like, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, like to everyone.
Yeah.
And then it got to the point where it actually was hurting. I got depressed. People were just so mean, calling me like the worst possible names ever. Like you're a drunk, you're a bad mother, you're this, you're that. Because on Housewives, what they show is the highlights of bad behavior. And I was drunk a lot on Housewives, also going through the worst divorce, like that wasn't ending. And my crutch was Chardonnay, not going to lie.
Now it's Sauvignon Blanc.
Yeah. We switched.
You got to switch it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, I just feel like I think social media can be your best friend and your worst enemy. But I really get mad at people a lot at the market. I tell them, especially with my mask on, I'm like 6 feet, motherfucker. And the mask is making me powerful because they're not going to go home and get on social media and say, this chick. They're going to be like,
totally, it's your disguise.
Do you not know? And I was like, I told an old guy to get the fuck away from me at Target the other day. It had to happen. He was way too close. And also kind of coughing. Yeah. No, gracias.
Yeah.
And Kristen is nice to everyone at all times.
You are, Kristen? Do you ever let it unleash? What do you get mad at?
I'm that person that unleashes to the people closest to me. Yeah. And it's such a messed up thing, right? It's like the person who's actually like the best to you gets it all. So that would be Josh.
Yeah.
Oh, right. But she holds it in. And then when we go to dinner, we have this, once a week. And then she lets it out. Yeah. She's just like non-confrontational where I was like, I need to fucking punch the guy.
Yeah. I know.
I'm more like Kristen and it'll come out every once in a while. Like if I ever went off on you, you'd be terrified. You would be so freaked out. Wouldn't you? Because I never get mad.
Yeah.
So if I got really mad at you, you'd be scared. Ryan, would you be scared if I got really mad at you? Yeah. See,
nobody likes me to get angry.
I've never heard Ryan get mad.
I would so love to see it. I wanted to throw it down with get crazy.
Ryan is our producer. For I would like.
I want to know. I mean, we are here on a show called Better Together, and obviously that had some meaning when we named it, and it really is about you guys bettering us by being here and sharing your stories with us, which we are grateful for. I would love to know what about the other makes them better you.
So I was thinking about this. I'll go first.
Okay.
Thank you, Kristen.
I was thinking about this on the drive over. I think better together. I think a true friendship is someone who, I mean, is first off, is just supportive. I feel like Brandi has always been the most supportive friend. And, you know, somebody that kind of pulls those qualities out of you that you don't even know that you have, you know, especially through, you know, we met, there's so many different things, but I remember being super, super single right after you got married. And she would come to visit me in New York and she would say, have you met anybody? And I would go, no. And she'd go, have you been out? And I'd be like, no. And it's like the simplest things, but for her to be like, I will never forget that. We were
like, you're losing your hotness with every second.
No,
get the fuck out.
No, but in all seriousness though, she was just like, you got to get off the couch and get out there. And it's those tiny little things. And it wasn't mean. And it wasn't like she said it. It was really just like, okay, like pick yourself up and get out there. Or silly things like, you know, I'm really bad at birthdays and I don't think it matters.
You're so good at birthdays.
No. I'm saying like, I don't think it matters. I think that a friend is a friend. And if you need somebody, they're going to be there. And I think the beauty of our relationship is that we're both busy people. We're moms like you guys. If we don't talk for 6 months,
6 months. That would be a long time. But
no, but I'm saying in general, like, you know, that friend that's like, oh, I haven't talked to you in 6 months. It's like,
you're my kind of girl.
Like, cut me some slack. You know, I think it's nice to have a friend that's like, you can pick up right where you left off. I think that's very important. I could keep going, but we probably don't have
No, I mean, I love that. I think that's so beautiful. Brandi, I mean, please add to this gorgeous conversation.
I think with Kristen, and again,
Heather's bored. She's going away.
In every way. Through my divorce, she was one of the only people that like literally cut off ties with my ex-husband and was so loyal to me to this day.
That's what girlfriends do.
Well, you would think because a lot of our girlfriends did not do that. Right. And I will say Kristen is a fucking ride or die. And she even went up to my ex-husband and like lit into him.
I was like 8 months pregnant at a fashion show in New York City.
She was like, yes. She was like, you motherfucker. And it was awesome because all my other friends wanted to stay kind of, not all of them, not Trina or Kristen, wanted to stay friendly with Eddie because he's a celebrity. And then he's marrying another celebrity because that's the fabulous life where I'm kind of spinning down and out of control and not doing well. Kristen was that one person, like she always went off on Eddie. And she, to this day, because her husband is still friendly with him and that's fine.
But up until recently though, because for a long time, it was just, you know.
No, Josh was ride or die too, but they just moved to fucking Calabastard. So you have to see them when you're around them. And I said, so Josh and Eddie had lunch and I said to Kristen, we were at dinner and I said, oh my God, don't tell me. Like he wants to go on a double date. I'm like, I will fucking die if you do that. She's like, Brandi? Because that's how she says my name. But she doesn't say her T's either.
Brandi?
Curtin. Like, I don't know. I think it's adorable. But I said, oh wait, you're going to go on a double date. Like my heart sank because she's the most loyal.
No way.
And Trina too. I have two ride or dies. She's like, Brandi, Josh said to me, we're going to go on a double date, like as a joke. Because Josh, he was messing with me. Fully joking with her. And she went off on Josh. Yeah. I was like,
I love it. So, I love you.
But there's a with your ex, I have to stay in touch with him because it helps with
nobody can ever get in touch with me because when I'm working, I just give away my phone. So my sons call Heather to call, and now both of my exes do to try to.
Well, because I think to the kids it mattered. I was somebody whose parents got divorced when I was like 30 something,
and you were heartbroken,
and I was fucking devastated. That divorce was harder for me than my own. Shut up. And so, but it made me uncomfortable when my friends were mean to my dad,
right?
Because it was his fault.
Well, that's not right. Your dad is your dad.
That's the thing. So like with your ex, it gets complicated with the kids when you know them through the kids.
But you were being the mediator for a certain amount of time until he treated you as badly as he treated me, and then you said, I can't do this anymore.
Yeah, but I still maintain a relationship with him because I know it's easier for Atlas to trust me. I'm not going to lunch and like hanging out. Yeah. But like if he's ever in a room and drops him off, like we keep it.
I know. Well, we keep it friendly. Simple. But I made a change this year to try to have communication. Brandi, I want to know, like, I don't understand this thing about people staying in touch with their exes. I'm like,
Well, you
do
have
you
to
do
with
that?
kids.
I mean, I know, like, hello,
No,
I understand.
I mean, yeah, like
Are you friends with your ex?
friend and is a mediator? She's not a friend. Like your best friend. Like you're a mediator, not a friend. I mean,
Correct. Correct.
You need some
100%.
sort of communication. And it took me 10 years
Yes.
to be in the position where I am now, where I can go have fucking Christmas dinner with them and not be a super cunt and want to murder everyone.
Brandi, it was my first time this week taking Atlas to dinner with his dad. Okay. For the first time in, we've been separated 4 years. Like I haven't, it was this year's kind of, I got to do something better moment and really make Atlas, my son, feel okay. But it took 4 years to have that dinner.
Well, you're better off than I am because mine was like literally a decade of fighting and feeling like I had to fight because that's who I am. I'm a fighter, and I couldn't just put it aside and be held. I wasted a decade of my life, because I was so in love. He was the love of my life. I was so broken. And I randomly, drunkenly fell into Housewives. And then it played out on the show, and I got lucky with that because I'm a drunken person on Housewives. But it was the hardest. So 4 years, you're good because it took me 10.
I was in the relationship for a lot longer.
Yeah.
All right.
So 4 years is on the outside.
I mean, we're going to be on a dating app together, and
let's talk about that. Brandi, I would say this is the challenge this year. Let Brandi me go and meet some fucking dudes.
No, here's my
come on. You guys can be our, what do you call them?
Here's my idea that Ryan and I are in like the booth next to you filming it. I'm in like a hat and a mustache.
And Kristen is our go-to girl at the bar. Kristen is like on a headset.
Totally.
If we need to like
chick at the bar, if our dates flirt with Kristen,
look at her,
we're fucking out. That's it. We're just like, nope.
And you guys all have the signals.
Like all of it.
Yeah, totally. No, and by the way, we're doing this because there could be nothing funner than seeing Ryan and Heather with GoPros on their heads. Kristen's at the bar looking like a fox. Brandi and I are at a table with two douches, clearly, and we're like, we are totally like dinging. One of us is kicking each other under the table. Brandi's like, kick means I like him, stab means I don't.
Ryan and I get to pick the date.
Yeah. Oh my god, I'm so in for it.
We have to do this. Like it would be so fun. And then if they're doing this, we just murder them with our words.
Okay. Wait, Ryan's in. We're doing this. We're doing this challenge. Okay, Ryan says he's in. Now, you guys, I'm not sure if you know, Jason Ellis was just on the show, challenged Heather and me to a cricket competition, and one of us had to blow a cricket. We talk about white trash games. These are the ones we play. And
I won.
Heather won.
I slightly cheated. I told Ryan because you had it was a.
I saw it. I saw you. I just because I was looking at it before I came. So you had to blow. So one of you had to eat this cricket.
Yeah, because I cheated, on the end of my and I said, Ryan, count down 3, 2, 1, and I'm going to start blowing it too, and I'm going to see if she's too dumb to notice that I'm wearing heels and standing on the ledge, so I'm above her. Come on,
it didn't give her that much of an advantage. By the way,
nobody wants to see me eat the cricket; they want to see Ann H eat the cricket. Right? So I gave the fans.
I spit it for credit, honey.
Thank you.
You guys are a dynamic duo.
Thank you. Well, here's what I brought. Here's
the cricket.
Shut up.
Thank you.
Anna's going to eat whatever. We already know that.
Thank you, Brandi. I love the pedestal you're putting me on.
She's putting me on one.
I love that. I love that.
No, I think right? Like Ann and I, it's like Kristen is Heather and I am Ann.
So let's do the challenge. Brandi, I'm going to ask you to do the Ann H date challenge. Will you go on a date with me that Heather and Ryan pick the dates, and
not
Kristen,
with you,
will
a double
you be
date.
Our wingman? Will you be our wingman?
I love it.
Yes. Oh my God.
Let's do it.
And we'll film it and we'll make fun of it.
We fucking sure as hell will. They're going to be in GoPro.
Guys are good.
Yeah.
We have to do
all
it.
right. Oh my God. We're doing
almost
it.
Back
That's
with
the challenge.
All right. We'll be back in a minute. Cheers.
We love it.
And we're back. I feel really sorry for those listening if the word is fuck. If it is fuck, maybe you should get a glass of water and drink it?
I think I drank all of that alcohol I have in my house.
Oh no, that's really sad. I'm going to tell you, if you go on a double date with me, that will never happen again.
No, I don't keep it in the house because I'll fucking drink it.
Yeah,
Amen to that. Okay, you guys, we have a couple of questions for you. Just for fun. Are you into answering? I bet you are.
We're going to do a marry, kill, fuck. Is that right? Marry, kill, fuck.
What's the
Did I say it right?
Fuck. Marry, kill, fuck.
Okay.
I haven't fucked in a long time.
Ryan's telling me it's fuck, marry, kill. Now it sounds right.
What?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh God, this is hard.
I like the way she said it the first time.
Okay. Am I going to give them both the same one? Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, I'll start with you, Brandi.
Good call. Thank you.
Marry, kill, fuck. Carson Daly, Trevor Noah, Ryan Seacrest.
That's really. Oh Jesus Christ! Well, we're both fucked on this one because both of us have had relations with one.
Stop it.
Well, Ryan,
you have to tell me who.
Ryan came up with it. So.
You have to
Throw it down.
Wait,
it's my turn.
Wait, I do have to stop.
Truth.
Okay,
I'll give you a different one.
Who fucked who?
I'll give you a different one, Kristen, and it's going to be harder.
Say something without saying anything.
so we both.
Wait. We're not going to name names, but there's
Just
three
the
guys
initials.
you mentioned, and each of us have had something with two of the three.
That's why Ryan gave me these three names, I suspect.
Oh my God. With two of the three. So who's the third? Maybe that's the one we go on a date with.
Okay. So I would marry definitely Trevor Noah because I'm in love with him.
Oh, so you're not a gold digger.
Well, I wish I was. I would be so. I'm in a fucking condo in Van Nuys, so shut the fuck up. Not a gold digger.
Okay, because
So you obviously have relationships with the other two.
Ryan Seacrest is loaded.
She's only saying the one he didn't have sex with.
Sorry.
Right? I mean, am I wrong? Come on, Kristen. Am I wrong?
Marry, kill, fuck.
No, look.
Carson Daly, Trevor Noah, Ryan Seacrest.
We can't marry the guys we already fucked.
She's marrying Trevor Noah, who's adorable.
He's so awesome.
Oh, so that's clearly not the one that you...
Okay, so marry Trevor. Who would you fuck with?
This is the longest game question ever.
I mean, you might as well
Who would you fuck
again?
Who would you fuck again, Brandy? Carson.
I'm sorry?
I said, who would you fuck again? Carson.
You didn't have to hear that three times.
I've never fucked Carson.
Oh, okay.
That's all I'll say.
Kristen. So you are like running around the block avoiding this question.
Well, I can give you a better one if you want. It's going to be horrible.
No, I want to know who.
The same one.
Okay.
I want to know who Kristen will answer. It's the only one she hasn't slept with either.
Wait, stop. Go back to Brandy. Let's do it cleanly. Fuck Mary, Mary, kill. Give me
Kill Mary.
your three.
Yeah, I'm gonna kill Mary. What answer? I am going to marry Trevor. I'm gonna go ahead and fuck Ryan because I know what I'm doing. I'm gonna kill Carson.
Okay.
Wow. All right, Kristen, same question.
So I am going to. I hate to say it, but I think I would fuck Trevor.
Yeah.
I think I would marry Carson because I feel like he's a good, rounded gentleman.
He does have, he is a little round.
And I think, I don't have anything against Ryan, but he's the last man out. So I would have to kill him.
No.
Bye, Ryan.
You have to fuck him.
No, Mary, I said I would fuck Trevor.
I'm so confused.
Fuck Trevor, marry Carson, kill, right? Is that right?
Yeah.
We don't know what we're doing anymore.
Fantastic. Here's another question. Handbags or shoes? Which does the other girl like better?
We both love them. Like, I don't care about clothes. Handbags and shoes are my jam.
I'm gonna go bag right now.
Which is your favorite right now? Are you on a trend?
Because we don't wear shoes anymore.
We don't wear shoes, nor are we rich enough to buy bags.
She's wearing her son's shoes, by the way. I like cheap and cheerful, or I'm a Claire V kind of a girl. Do you guys know
Claire V?
And the straps can make a whole new bag.
Yeah.
You know, they have those straps.
That's Heather's new invention. She didn't know. Now, I don't know anything about anything as we started off this whole entire podcast.
Do you want me to show you? Should I show you my bag?
Oh my God.
Yes, please.
And show them your Gucci slippers while you're at it.
And the other thing I've always wanted, if I get rich, I want
those
Gucci
Jenny
slippers.
K shoes make me mad because they're just so expensive and it's just...
there it is. There it is.
Oh, yeah.
Gorge.
See, that's so cute.
And Because it's like the year of casualness. I have the little gold strap that goes on it. So I do the evening gold strap.
For those who are not able to look at Kristen modeling her beautiful bag.
I like a bag.
Actually, and then I've got my old school.
Those are,
Oh, there she goes with the gooch. Oh, the Gooch and Puma. For those who can't see this, now we've got Gooch and Puma. Okay, so now we've answered that question. They're both dirty, terribly superficial women who like clothing and shoes and bags.
I've got Uggs on, and what are those? Those are probably
these are 20-year-old Canadian. I don't know. They were black and white. I had to get them. Okay, let's move on. Okay. So you got So which is it? Procrastinate or do it right now?
Right now.
Procrastinate.
It's so interesting, isn't it? Hot tubs or hiking trails?
Oh, neither.
No, hiking trails. Hot tub is like a kitty infection waiting to happen.
That's a fucking piece of dish.
Yeah, no, that's like you go in there and you need an antibiotic like right when you get out.
Well, if it's your own hot tub.
Hike.
Reggae or rock?
Oh, I like them both. Mm-hmm. I think I'm a rock. I'm a rock horror.
Rock, yeah.
Do you guys have a favorite musician that you could rock out on right now? Do you have who's your favorite if you're going to go do a go-to?
Scorpions.
Stop it.
Hello.
The Scorpions.
I love that.
The Scorpions. Yeah. All right, Kristen.
All Elvis all the time.
Elvis.
Oh my God, you're an Elvis impersonator fucker.
Oh, which is why you were so smitten with the Elvis guy.
You guys have no idea.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. Right. What do you like, Kristen? What do you like? 1, 2, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. Right? Like, what do you like?
If there was a Kenny Rogers impersonator, I might have a problem.
You might go for it too. Do you have a favorite Elvis song? Because we're going to go out on that.
God
Kristen, what is your favorite Elvis song, Kristen? Can you tell us, please?
Reconsider Baby.
Can you sing it for us, please?
This bitch can sing.
We've been together so long to have to separate this way.
Kristen, I'm going to ask you. I'm going to give you the NH challenge. Kristen, I'm going to give you the NH challenge.
In the ghetto.
Will you sing a duet with me for Better Together? Will you sing a duet with me for Better Together? We'll sing an Elvis song together. Kristen, will you do that with me? Do a cover? We will be doing that. I just got out, Kristen. Yeah.
Oh my God. I'm like, sure.
Brandi, I'm going to put you to the challenge. We've got Jason Ellis having done our challenge. And
Brandi, can you sing?
Brandi, can you sing? Because I need some backup players with Kristen in the room.
No, I can't sing, but I can dance like a motherfucker.
Yes,
baby, you are hired.
But I can't sing either, and I do.
You're hired too. All right, let's do. We are going to, Kristen, you and I are going to do a duet of some Jailhouse kind of rock. When we do, everybody, we are better together with Ann and Heather and Kristen and Brandi today. Until next time, live in loving kindness.
And don't be a dick.
Hello.
Yes, don't be a fucking dick.
Don't be a fucking dick. And I'm so sorry. Let's hear the word, Ryan.
What's the word, Ryan?
The buzzword is fuck.
Oh! Everybody cheers on fuck.
So sorry. We need to get sponsored by one of those IV drip companies.
Hello,
totally.
We're better together with Ann and Heather.
Okay, well, you just listened to Better Together with Ann and Heather, and we titled the show 3 Blondes and a Brunette.
Walk into a room.
And then what happens?
The brunette's the smart one.
Oh, you wish.
Anyway, that was so much fun.
So much fun.
And here's, I've got a great no thanks.
Oh, yeah, okay, go for it. Let's do it.
No thanks. Yes, please. Yes, please.
No thanks to Ann not getting laid anymore.
Holy fuck, that's a good one.
Yes, please.
Do you want me to give my yes, please?
Yeah.
Yes, please. To anybody distracting Ann from anything that she's doing so that everybody could get a move on with Better Together and Ann could just get laid. Is that a yes, please?
Yeah, so we're doing
How about a makeout?
We're doing this dating thing.
All right, we're going to do this dating thing, and Brandi agreed.
You're not looking at me when you said how about a makeout.
I'm fucking looking at you.
That's not my jam. We all know that's not my jam.
I'm not looking at you for a date.
Oh, well, you said you were looking at me for a makeout.
So concerned about this, I don't know, the gay thing.
I'm not concerned. All my favorite people are gay.
Okay, cool. Listen to Better Together with Ann and Heather. Better Together with Ann and
Heather.
She wishes.
And a big thanks to our Better Together team. That's Ryan Tillotson, Sebastian Alcala.
And you, Elizabeth Keener.
Aw, thanks, Ryan. And of course, Ann and Heather.
We're better together with Ann and Heather. Straw Hut Media.